Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 23 of our Coordinator Climb series here on Football Coach College Dynasty. Last episode was less than an hour, a brisk, I think, 55 minutes, where we started the 2034 season, our third at Vandy, off to a 3-0 start. Apologies for the kind of abrupt ending. Um, it's always an awkward moment when you get a phone call about something that you have to take care of essentially immediately. So apologies for that. But we're here now. We're settled. We're calm. We're ready to rock and roll. If you missed last episode, please pause this, Control T, pull up my channel, pull up episode 22, give it a watch. Some pretty good games in there. We beat Pitt 29-10, blew out Mississippi State by 20, and then just beat Texas 20-6. I do have a note about that Mississippi State team, coming back to something I said yesterday. But so far, we're looking good. We have an 0-3 Memphis team that I talked about before because their prestige has gone all the way from a 5 to a 2. They've had multiple seasons of just 2 wins. The fact that they never offered me a job while I was the OC at Baylor is just stunning to me. But hey, their loss is my gain. They're currently averaging only 9 points per game, which is worst in the entire country. And they have the worst offensive talent in the country, also. So, yeah, there is that. Anywho, so first things first, I want to talk a little bit more about recruiting. I went over a few recruits last episode, but to do a little bit more of a deep dive here. So we are going after two 5-star recruits. First is QB Jamari Milton, who I am operating under the assumption that we won't get him. In terms of interest, it's only 78 for me. It's 95 for Notre Dame, 86 for OSU. I assume he's not going to come to me. I scheduled a visit for him to come when we face Bama, since they are on his interested teams. We'll see how that shakes out. But, I'm throwing my hat in the ring. I don't think I'll really get him. OSU has already offered him about 1.6 million, and Notre Dame has not even offered him a scholarship yet. So suffice to say, if he doesn't commit by week 10, he's committing on week 10. And then Brody Lemon is the other 5-star recruit we're going after. He's a JUCO linebacker. Interest in me is a little more even. 82 for me, 85 for Georgia. They're the main guys we're competing with here. I suppose if, Florida State's playing an FCS school, they're not going to catch us on their visit. So for all intents and purposes, we're racing Georgia. I have not offered any money yet, but we're going to see how our visit with Auburn goes. But Brody Lemon's just, really good as a JUCO linebacker. His coverage skills are solid. I'd like the tackling maybe be a touch higher as a JUCO recruit, but I can live with it. And if we get him, he would be probably our second linebacker on the depth chart next year, which kind of says something about our linebacking room. It's fine. We're also going after a handful of 4-stars. One of the highlights is Lucas McIntosh, who has A-plus potential. Jack of all trades running back, will almost certainly redshirt his first year, and then probably become our backup running back, maybe even starter the last couple of years of his eligibility. Angelo Darty. Now, I scheduled him week 2 when we played Mississippi State. Mississippi State scheduled when they faced Georgia, who they then promptly upset by 20 points. So Despite the fact that I got 650 points on a week 2 visit, which is spectacular, Mississippi State got 1,200 points in a week 3 visit, which I think is the most I have ever seen for a week 12 visit. So now the Bulldogs have completely leapfrogged this. They also have not offered him a scholarship yet. Don't know what that's about. Figured they would have done it during the visit. So I like Doherty, but it's looking like we might not be able to get his signature. He might be a guy that I offer money to, but his estimated market value is just shy of $1 million. So even let's say I offer him 500,000, it would only move the needle by 226 points. If I offer him his market value of $1 million, it's 450. So we'll kind of see how things shake out there. Looking at a couple more JUCO guys. First is corner Julian Turner, who doesn't have great potential, only a C minus, but 87 speed, 87 man coverage, 76 zone. I can live with the fact that he can't tackle and he doesn't have a great IQ. He's going to be solid in coverage. We're going after running back Aaron Hester, A plus potential, 84 speed, 83 ball carrier vision. He would be our backup running back right now, maybe. So after one offseason game, should be pretty good. However, as a point of order, both A&M and USC are hot on my tail for Hester. Now that A&M has offered a scholarship, and unfortunately, I have the first visit scheduled in week 10. So A&M is going to try to steal him from us because they are rude. Zachary Case, 3-star JUCO. Listen, he has F plus potential. I acknowledge this. He also has 85 tackling and 89 block shed. That'll do. Aiden Page is my kind of backup wide receiver option to Doherty. Page, 94 speed. Catching is okay, 77. He's got B potential, so I think if we get Page, we'll be looking pretty okay. If we get both him and Doherty, I really like where we're at. Other notable guys, corner Simon Queen, A minus potential, 3-star, 78 speed, decent coverage. His IQ is a 54, which does kind of hurt. And then the best name in the business, Jesus One, which, not to turn this into a religious moment, but can we all just acknowledge the hilarity of the random name generator spitting out Jesus One? Now that we acknowledge that, we move on. For the hilarity, I'm going in on Jamison Lester only because he's a Tennessee kid. I'm not offering him any money or anything like that. He's also just not very good. Like, he's never going to be good in coverage. He has 60 speed. He's too small to be moved to D line to make that strength work. So, yeah, I think we're just going to see if we can get him through visits. And then I did add a couple players to my target list a little bit ago. One of them was there already, River Boyd, who I looked through in the summer and just determined that, he wasn't very good. I still think that. But if we don't get Doherty, River Boyd could be a good sort of consolation. He is a 2-star, but he has B plus potential, 73 catching. I really want to see what that evasion and ball security are, though. And then JUCO O lineman Corey Bridges, 2-star. He's got 80 strength. That'll play. His pass blocking is a C plus. So if his pass blocking is, let's say, like a 72, and his run block is like a 63, I can work with that as a JUCO guy. But I'm not going to offer either of them scholarships yet because I want to see Bridges' potential. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at in terms of recruiting. We're finally in for 5 stars. It took 3 years, but here we are. So we'll see how we go there. But first, we have a Memphis team to beat. We're favored by 25 points. I have 2 recruits visiting, linebacker Alejandro Chu and corner Simon Queen. This is the first time these two teams have played each other in this save. Memphis calls tails, which never fails. Case in point, they win the toss. They elect to receive. They want the worst offense in the country on the field first. No comment. 3rd and 4. I mean, contain. There we go. Tackle for a loss. They punt. 4 verts. Why not? Send it. And he threw it to the running back. Coward, where's your resolve? 0-yard pass. Now we're talking. All right, we punt. So far, Aaron Christian is definitely in a better year than last year, but I think it's going to be a big question as Stone Nelson gets the stop of whether or not he can do it against the top SEC talent. 7-yard completion there. That'll do. Clayton Harmon goes backwards. I mean, I'll go for it on 4th and 3. We're going to do slants. There we go. Roy Cobb gets me the 12 yards and the conversion. And back-to-back incompletions. All right. We get a field goal for our trouble. I accidentally did cover 2 drop there. I'm sorry. I can only apologize. Incomplete. We punt. 3rd and 2. I mean, we'll blitz. They got the 2 yards. Not like this. And they convert the 3rd and 12. Memphis is driving. They're going for it on 4th and 3. I'm blitzing. And they ran it and got the conversion. How dare they? There we go. We finally stopped them there. How many 3rd downs did they convert on that drive? 1, 2, 3. Failed there. Converted on 4th. They got the 3rd down there. Yikes. But also, Swear returned the kickoff 35 yards. That'll do. 15-yard pass to Randy Orr. Thank you. I'm going to run it on 3rd down. We got the conversion. All right, I'm going to go back to normal, turn off chew clock. We're 12, and Clayton Harmon runs it in for the touchdown. We're up by 7. They are driving, but they punt. All right, we're just going to run. Yeah, we'll just let the clock run out there. All right. An okay first half. I mean, defense did as expected. Our offense, though, is kind of killing me. What I need is a nice long drive. There we go. Steven Rudolph, 41-yard pass out of the backfield. That'll play. And Randy Orr with the touchdown reception. We're up by 14. They beat the Engage 8. They did not beat that blitz, though. One of these days, when I do 4 verts, Christian is going to throw to the wide receivers. But that day is not today, evidently. Which, fair. 3rd and 2, let's try design QB run. Did not work. I'm going to take the points. My logic being, at that point, I'm up by 17, and our defense is doing well enough that I think a 17-point lead is all we need to protect ourselves from any, turnover shenanigans. There we go. Gavin Butler, 32 yards on the 4 verts, 12 yards there. Very good. See if we can get in the end zone again. 3rd and 3, I'm going to run it. Very nice. Christian is sacked. That's less nice. And Christian runs it in for the touchdown. Extra point is good. And so the backups are now in. And Guillermo, oh, right, I forgot. I buried the lead. We're going up against our former backup QB and Guillermo Small. I forgot. Oh boy. They got the conversion there on 2nd and 18. And on 3rd and 8. You know what? YOLO. Blitz him on 3rd and 10. We blitzed on 3rd and 10, and the wide receiver dropped it. That could have been a touchdown. That's rough. All right, backups are in on offense, so we're going to go a little throw happy here as Finney has 2 incompletions because we need to get Alejandro Finney some reps. Spoiler alert, he is threatening to transfer. And so I think we need to see if he's going to be our guy. Cameron Bolden gets a long touchdown, so the starters are back in. Christian is sacked. Memphis is putting on a little bit of a storm here as they just destroy my backup defense. I don't think is very good. Hashtag analysis. All right, but yeah, now we're just going to run the ball. Call a timeout and kick a field goal. All right. We beat Memphis 30-17. I think, 7 of their points was against the backups. I'm okay with that. We held them to 2.2 yards rushing, which I will take. And like Guillermo Small, our old friend, backup QB, 20th 31, 219 yards, got a touchdown. Not the end of the world. Alejandro Finney threw 2 passes. Neither were completed. It's kind of rough. Yeah, I mean, our run game was great. Christian was solid. Eduardo, listen. I'm trying to get the true freshman involved. Christian throws to him 5 times. He only has 1 catch. Maybe Memphis just has a lockdown corner that they put on my freshman and no one else. Larson was perfect on kicks. I'm just saying he could get SEC Kicker of the Year. He has yet to miss, and we have kicked a not insignificant amount of field goals. So, all right, let's see if Memphis is such a bad team that we drop out of the rankings, even though we beat them. I'm honestly surprised we're ranked. Because outside of Mississippi State, we haven't really beaten anyone. Oh, Eduardo Gates has a concussion. Maybe that's why he only had 1 reception. All right, we're going to sit Gates for 2 games. Calvin Eaton and Roy Cobb can get some reps. And then O-line. Stephen Hardy is back. I think I want him below Garrett Miles. Yeah. Yeah. Dylan Bowman's going to transfer out, but what do you want from me, dude? You had 2 off-season gains and you still can't block for the run. Patrick Compton is starting to transfer. I'm going to be honest, Patrick. You already know I'm going to offer you more playing time, but relax. As let's see, O-line, we're losing McLeod, we're losing Hardy, but my top 4 guys are all juniors, which is insane. If none of these guys go to the draft, I could have the best O-line in the SEC next year. It's kind of wild to think about. All right, official visits. We got 480 for Queen, 580 for Chew. Looks like Mizzou offered Chew NIL money. I don't think I really want to. He's not very athletic. He can't cover. B potential is okay. All right. First things first, before I do anything else. All right, let's scout these guys a little. Oh, he has F potential. F. I mean, yeah, like so what I hoped was like a 71 and a 63 is really a 68 and a 62. Yeah, I think we'll let Western Kentucky go for him. River Boyd, I mean, like what can he do well? The answer to that is nothing. But he is a Tennessee kid. He has B plus potential. I'll offer him. I don't I don't want to, but I will. I'll put him in the Bama game because that'll also give complimentary visits to everyone else. That's my justification. All right, so yeah, we've officially fallen behind on Hester. A&M offered NIL money. Fair enough. Ooh, Julian Turner might commit soon. That's not good. Hmm. Oh God. Notre Dame finally offered a scholarship, and that was worth probably like 500 points for them. Yeah, I don't think we get Milton. I might as well keep trying, but like I I don't think we're getting him. Surprise, surprise. All right, and then Doherty, Mississippi State offered a scholarship, so we're 759 behind. So I would have to offer what, $1 million in NIL, or I'd have to offer 900,000 in NIL to make up that difference, and even then, it's a race. Do I think Doherty is worth 900,000? I mean, not really. Like, don't get me wrong, I think he's good, but I got a lot of other wide receivers running around. Yeah, I think I'm out. We're gonna let Mississippi State get Doherty. I mean, good for them. Listen, they beat Georgia. You know, if they lose to Georgia, I think he's ours, but they beat him. So because they got what? They got 500 points for winning. The game atmosphere was obviously huge. So, yep. All right, Mississippi State. They're going to get Doherty. Good for them. I'm a little worried that Turner might commit soon. So with my pitch and 300,000 in NIL, we're up by like 100. That's not really going to do anything. I think I'm going to offer Hester NIL. Or do I? I don't know. I'm kind of in this weird area where like if we assume I get McIntosh, the need for Hester is less. But I don't know if that's an assumption I'm going to be making. We definitely need to get Aiden Page now. Since we're not getting Doherty, we need to get Page. Georgia Tech, they lost to Clemson. They got 280 and they offered him Jesus scholarship. So I think we're still going to get him. And then you can get a good pitch. Do I want to offer money to Turner? I mean, I think he's good in coverage, but also if we just look at our corner depth chart, right, we're losing Banks, Rainey, and Boykin. Baird wants to transfer for playing time. So does Bowie and McConnell. So there's a real version of this where I lose 6 corners out of my 9. I got 3 guys redshirting right now. The only one I really trust to play is Becker. Do I want? I don't think I'm going to offer money now. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Let me look really quick, exclusively at 3-star guys that I might be ahead on, just to see some potential. F plus and a D minus. I'll add him to my list just to get some passive scouting. He wants to be a star, though, which isn't good, but that's beside the point. No one wants Evan English. I think I'm vindicated in my decision just to not be interested. Ooh, it's an interesting safety profile. Braden Almanza, he's got A- tackling, can barely cover, not very quick, but he has good IQ. I'll add him to the list. I'll add Dylan Nesbitt to the list. I'll add Presley to the list. All right, we'll get some passive scouting on those guys and see if they're any good. Okay. We now turn our attention to South Carolina, ranked 19th in the country. They've lost to number 6 Michigan by 2 points. No shame in that. Blew out LSU, beat Arkansas and Miami by double digits, and now they face us. Ooh, they have a great defense. Oh boy. This could be fun. They can't really run the ball. Yeah, they're winning by their defense. They honestly have a similar profile to me, where I burn a lot of clock, don't turn the ball over. My defense wins the day. Yeah, like we have no turnovers so far this year. Why did I just jinx myself like that, you ask? Fair question. All right, South Carolina, they're favored by 7.5. They have 5 recruits visiting. So far in the sim, when I played them in year 1, they beat us 24-3. Vandy has yet to beat South Carolina, but the winds of change are blowing. We win the toss and defer. Okay. Heavy rain, but no wind. I don't understand the weather in this game sometimes. Could be a run heavy game. I will blitz them into oblivion. All right. 3 and out. Nice 8-yard punt return, and we have the ball in pretty good field position. Clayton Harmon's a 17-yard run. Christian gets sacked. Christian gets sacked again, and incomplete. Okay. Jefferson Alston with the sack. Oh, and they convert on 3rd and long. But they punt all the same. All right. This might be a short pass run kind of game. Christian has to scramble for his life a lot today, I think. We're just going to run the ball, We're going to run the ball. Rudolph went backwards. Gavin Butler gets me 12. This is a calm day. There we go. Larson makes the 42-yarder in the heavy rain. Good man. The cornerback blitz kind of worked. And they convert on 3rd and 6. Not that time. They punt. I'm going for it. Let's go. QB sneak. Send it. Whoo! We got the yard. Okay. That was insane. Like, if we turn the ball over there, they get the ball in the red zone. That was a silly decision. We convert the 3rd and 6, though. They did engage 8 when I did play action. Oh, boy. We convert the 3rd and 11. We have the mandate of heaven this drive, folks. I'm going to keep running it like 3rd and 4. I'm going to run it. 0 yards is rough. We'll take the field goal. Man, my hope was there. If I get 2-3 yards, I go for it on 4th down. Jaden Wallace with the sack. Very good. If we get a 3-and-out there, we get a little 2-minute drill, but no dice. I am just going to stay on 2 clock and yeah. 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 All right. We get the ball to start the second half. Defense is pitching a shutout. So I think what we really, though, need is to get in the end zone. Randy Orr, 25 yards. That helps. 3rd and 3. I'm going to run it up the middle. It worked. 3rd and 8 is bad. Hashtag analysis. Suero gets me the conversion. All right. Let's keep it moving. Play action on 3rd and 7 doesn't work. We have to kick a 3rd field goal. We really are. That is something I'm noticing about our offense is we're settling for a lot more field goals than we used to. Oh, the dime blitz there was ambitious. It did not work. And they run it in for a touchdown. All right. We have a 2-point lead now. Harmon gets me 12. Thank you, sir. Run it up the gut. That failed miserably. There we go. Christian scrambles for the first. And Christian is sacked. We have to punt. 3rd and 1. I mean, yeah, might as well blitz. Oh, bad call there to blitz. All right. South Carolina has the lead, and there is 6 minutes left in this game. So we need to figure it out quick. Big 3rd and 10 conversion there. I'm sticking with up tempo for obvious reasons. I mean, I'm going for it here on 4th and 7. Like, if I punt, we may never get the ball back. And we convert Stephen Day, 12-yard reception. Let's go. The run failed. There we go. We convert the pass. All right, Chuklock's coming back. Pass is dropped. Yeah, that tracks. Do I really care? So let's think about this. I kick a field goal. Down by 2. I have all 3 timeouts. Even if defense forces a 3, and we still might as well go for it. Corner strike, send it. No dice. All right. We're just going to blitz them and hope we stop them. Nope. 2nd and 13. Yeah. Nope. We lose 14-9. That sucked. I mean, we were ahead the whole game, and then they score on 2 drives. And that was that. Yep. We had a nice long drive there at the end, but then we get in the red zone. Rudolph drops a pass. Run gets us 0 yards. Cobb drops a pass and incomplete on 4th down. That sucked. That's a game we should have had. But I mean, that's the downside of having to settle for field goals 3 times. Like 4th and 7, we had to kick a 42-yarder. 4th and 4, kick a 35-yarder. And 4th and 7, have to kick a 30. Yep. That's that. Yeah, that's a disappointing loss. That's one we should have won. That's annoying. All right. Not Christian's best day. I think running the ball also, like Rudolph had 11 carries for 14 yards. That's not going to get me anything. Defensively, I mean, we did okay, but they couldn't hold on. Because, I mean, if you only give up 14 points, you should expect to win the dang game. but no dice. That's painful. That's a painful one. I mean, we win that game, we're 5-0 going into the Bama game. We drop down 25, so we're still ranked somehow. All right. Feeling points ahead here. Oh, yeah, Nesbitt. Oh, wait, actually. Right order. All right, let's look at these four guys. So Jonathan Quick has F plus potential, but he ain't bad. Nah, I mean he wants to be a star also. I just want to learn potentials of everybody. Nesbitt is an F minus, for God's sakes. Oh boy. No. I mean, Almanza's profile is just fascinating. So is Nesbitt's. I think I'll hold off on scheduling either of them and just finish scouting them next time. That is kind of funny. Oh, we've been jumped. Kentucky offered NIL to Page. All right. Fair enough. We are not we're catching OSU, but we're not catching Notre Dame. They offered how much? 2 million. And again, this is a guy who does not care about NIL. Like if I offer him $2 million, that gets me 66 points. I'm not doing that. There's no version of this where me offering money gets him. Like it's just not going to happen. I'm not going to do any good pitch or anything for these guys. Yeah. All right, I think we're going to offer money to. Do I even want to? Does Finley care? No. Hester does care a lot about money. It's the A plus potential, really. Like that's the. Like I think if we get Hester and McIntosh, that is our running back room set for 3 years. Is where I'm at. I think Hester's good. So let's see. If I offer him his market value, 500,000, that gets me an 817 pitch. That puts me up by 600. I'll think about it. But I don't really want to offer money because we still have the recruiting visits to come. And then I am first for Page. Georgia Tech's Viz offered money to Jesus. Wisconsin offered money to McIntosh. Ole Miss's visit. I mean, they lost, but they got 580 points. It's not nothing. Minnesota offered money to Case. If Minnesota wants to snipe me for Case, I'm not going to fight him. Does McIntosh care about money? He does. I mean, McIntosh might be more valuable than Hester in that, McIntosh is going to redshirt. And so he's going to get many, many off-season gain periods of A-plus potential. So that might be worth the grab. But, we're facing Bama today. Let's see what happens. But, I mean, if I get both of these guys, Hester is going to be my number 2 running back for 2 years. McIntosh is going to take over after that. Like, we'd be looking pretty good in the running back department if I can get both those men. All right. But who cares about recruiting? Because everyone's favorite, Alabama, on the docket today. They're 4-1. They beat Illinois, Mizzou, A&M. They lost to Clemson. They just beat Florida. Their out of conference was Illinois, Clemson, and Charlotte. I've seen weaker out of conferences. All right. How are they looking? Pretty good, but oh my God, they've allowed 21 sacks. That's 4 a game. Okay, we're going to blitz the heck out of them. They can't really run the ball, but they have one of the best passing games in the country. Very good defense. They've yet to convert a fourth down, probably because they haven't needed to try, but you never know. All right, here we go. Bama's favored by 4. I have 6 recruits visiting. Really, the only 2 I care about here are Milton and McIntosh. I'm just going to call him Macintosh. I know it's wrong, but so be it. Year 1 at Vandy, we actually beat Bama 28-21, but last year they destroyed us 26-0. So, yeah. We'll see how this goes. They call tails, they win, and they defer. All right, we have 1 mile an hour wind, light rain. Verts, send it. 14-yard gain. I'll take that. There we go. 31-yard pass off the slants. They did it in gauge 8. Harmon gets me to the 10. I'm passing it. Duh. Back-to-back incompletions there is rough. All right. Well, we're on the board 3-0. So we already scored more points than we did all of last game against them. They convert again, and they get 4 straight first downs and a 15-yard touchdown. All right. Thank God that last pass got completed. Here we go. Kelvin Eaton gets me 20. That's huge. 4th and 1. Obviously, we're going for it. QB sneak, send it. We don't get it. Man. All right, Bama punts. Oh, that's a big conversion there because if we punt from the 13, like, they're going to have great field position. We convert 3rd down. Thank you, Rudolph. 4th and 3. I mean, yeah, I'm going for it. Man, we're 0 for 2 on 4th down. 3rd and 1. Blitz. No dice. They get the yard. All right. 7-point game. Christian is sacked and sacked again. Good Lord. Defense gets a stop. All right, we're going up tempo. Christian is sacked. We're going to punt this. They have really good field position. I'm blitzing even though they're in spread. Well, they ran it. I mean, we're going to try to get in field goal range. I don't think we'll succeed, but we're going to try. No. That's a no. All right. Well, good news, our defense held them to 10 points. Bad news is our offense only scored 3. Defense gets another stop. Okay, let's go. Let's party. And Gavin Butler fumbled. That is our first turnover of the season. There we go. Engage 8 works. We hold them to a field goal. Man, my defense is trying their heart out right now. We convert on 3rd and 3. That's big. Let's try QB run. Didn't work. I'm going to run it on 4th and 2. There we go. We get it. Ruffin gets me the first down. Why is Nehemiah Ruffin running the ball on 4th and 2? There we go. We convert 3rd and 9. We're moving. We have stopped moving. Settle for a field goal. Okay. 7-point game. And 37-yard pass all the way to the 1. 14-point game. We're going up tempo. That was a big third down conversion on 3rd and 8. Christian is sacked, and we punt. That's 5 sacks. They have given up 4 sacks a game. Or 5 sacks a game it was. And we have yet to get to their quarterback, which I think sums it up pretty well. Let's get a little silly. 4 verts on 2nd and 6. There we go. Suero, 33 yards. Come on. And we're stopped. I mean, a field goal here doesn't help us. And it's a 47-yarder, so it's not even a gimme. We're going to go for it. Deep attack. Send it. No dice. Why would you pass it to the running back in that situation? What an odd decision. And Stephen Day fumbles. That's your ball game, folks. And Stephen Day fumbled again. You're joking. Drop him. Drop him. I don't care that he's a senior. Drop him. Just plummet him. He's fumbled twice. What do you want from me? Like, I'm not saying we had a chance there at the end because our defense was getting a little leaky, but defense forces a punt. At that point, there's 8.5 minutes left. We drive down the field, struggle, go for it on 4th and 9. We fail. Defense forces 4 plays and a punt. Stephen Day fumbles. Then we hold them to a field goal, and Stephen Day fumbles again. We lose 23-6. Not a good day for our offense. I mean, it also doesn't help that we couldn't sack the QB and they sacked ours 5 times. So, yeah, that was rough. Well, on that sad note, this is why we really needed to beat South Carolina, because we have a lot of games against some really good SEC schools coming up. And that win would have been lovely. But alas. All right, we're now unranked, obviously. Cade Nash and Eduardo Gates are both back. So Nash takes his place as number 2. How did Ishmael Allison do? 2 tackles, targeted twice, no completions. Good man. All right, and then Eduardo Gates. I'm going to be honest, Steven. Like, those 2 fumbles hurt me, man. On an emotional level. I want Roy Cobb. I think I'll have Cobb ahead of Gates. I'll go for the speed there. Yeah, Day, like, no. I'm dropping him down there. Killing me. All right. Well, we're on a bye. Visit results. Ooh, spoiler alert. Maxwell Welsh and River Boyd committed. Yeah, we get 395 for Milton. So we lost 200 points on him because we lost. So all else equal, if we win that game, we get an insane boon. But now we're 545 back. Notre Dame has the 3rd visit. I think it is official. We are not getting Jamari Milton. McIntosh, we're 760 ahead. I think that should be okay. Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, those guys committed. I think we can officially say that we're not going to get him and let Notre Dame have the lad. Yep. All right. So we're not getting Milton. I mean, if he was interested in NIL, maybe I could try, but Notre Dame and OSU have much more money than me. Much more money? That doesn't sound like even English. All right. F minus Nesbitt. Oh, wait, I knew that already. All right, let me just fully scout them. So, Braden Almanza, he's got good tackling, good IQ, not very athletic, not great in coverage. Nesbitt has horrendous potential, wants to be a star. Good. Nah. I think I'll go for Almanza. Argument being, if he gets more speedy, I think it's worth it. But I don't love it. And I mean, listen, he's loyal, so I can redshirt him his first JUCO year, and he won't care. We are. Oh, I didn't even notice Kentucky had their visit and one. I don't like. I'll leave Lester on my target list just so it doesn't go in the negatives, but like, I don't think we're getting him. Tulane really wants Finley. And to be fair, I mean, he would play for them. Since we're no longer getting Milton, let's just very briefly look at some QBs again. I will even, well, for now, the 3 stars, I looked at many of them. And at this point, I'm like 900 points behind, 1,000 points behind on these guys. So let's look at 2 stars. This is a grim list, which to be fair, we knew it would be B, F plus, and an F. Now we're cooking. No. The answer is no. All right. I might offer money to Finley then. We'll see. I mean, Turner hasn't committed yet. But to get ahead, I'd have to offer like probably 600,000, and I don't know if he's worth that. But again, I might be losing a lot of guys. Oh, Mizzou. They beat Mississippi State and got 850 points for Chew. Good for them. I don't think I'm going to offer them the money. I think we don't get Turner. Well, the way I see it is it's very similar to like a transfer. So I'll pay that out. All right. A&M is ahead on Hester, but we have the next visit. I'm not too worried. Jacksonville State destroyed New Mexico State. Got 535 points for Jamal Williamson. Good for them. Oh, no, you do not need a good pitch. Man, Minnesota really won Zachary Case. I'm going to be honest. You can have him. All right. Well, let's advance through the bye week. And then once that advances, I think let's take stock of some players, look at some stats, see if we need to move anything around in the old depth chart. All right. So at the moment, draft risks, Clayton Harmon is leaving if the early rounds, but 6 is not. Hayden Wood, early round 7th, no. So these are our guys that are all threatening transfer. Bowman, I don't care about. Finney, who knows? McNeil can leave. McConnell can leave. Roy Cobb can leave. Compton, I'll offer playing time or something. Rousseau, losing both Rousseau and Riddle hurts, but like, I don't know how much they're going to play. DeAndre Shorter, I'm just going to offer more playing time to. Camden Payne. I mean, the rough thing is, I have too many D linemen that are all like seniors and guys that really, really want to play. I have half a mind to just drop Welch all the way down to 6, which isn't fair to him, but that's just kind of where I'm at. Because I mean, my top 3 is locked in. Kaplan has to be 4, so it's kind of where I'm at. Let me look at running back for a sec. So let's play this out. So next year, Harmon's my number 1, Shorter's my number 2, Rudolph graduates, McNeil is transferring out, Nehemiah Ruffin, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to cut unless if I don't get Hester and McIntosh, then Ruffin can stay as my 3rd running back. Yeah, because I doubt Brinkley will be ready to play as a redshirt freshman. Ruffin, at least I know, can do an job. So we have options at running back. Wide receiver, the only one threatening to transfer is Roy Cobb. And I mean, he's been targeted 9 times this season. I don't really know, like, if that's worth hanging around. I think wide receiver is going to be a position where I'm going to have to bring in someone in the transfer portal no matter what. Because Suero and Orr graduating, that gives me Butler, Eaton, Eduardo Gates. Hopefully gets a potential boost after playing. Joe Richardson needs some help, but I mean, none of my guys redshirting are really going to come in and save the day. And as far as wide receivers that I'm going for, I mean, Aiden Page is great, but I may not get him. But we'll see. Also, Auburn no longer being ranked sucks, but that's beside the point. Yeah, I think I'll go for Almanza. Yeah. All right. So Lester. Yeah, I have a bad feeling that I think I'm gonna lose Lemon no matter what. I mean, dude, we offered money to Turner, but Louisville also offered money, so they're just staying ahead, and I don't really want to offer more than 500,000 for him. Hester might commit soon. I am up first. I think I'm going to offer Hester. I mean, his market value, like, do I think he's worth $500,000? To which the answer is maybe. Like, he'd be my 3rd running back next year. Like, do I think that's worth 500,000? No. Where's McIntosh? I'm 818 ahead. Wisconsin's visit is week 13. I think I'll offer Hester 500,000, and then if I get both him and McIntosh, I have a wonderful QB room. Hayden Page, do you care about money? Somewhat. All right. Yep. Minnesota's just offering like $500,000 to Zachary Case. I don't quite know why, but who am I to question their machinations? Is Toledo going to snipe me for Simon Queen? They're 600 behind, and they have a third visit, so by default, they're getting 200 points. Something to keep an eye on. Think here, I'd rather give that good pitch to McIntosh than to Jesus. Okay. We need to get back in the winning column. 2 straight losses, unacceptable. Let's check. Let's do a little quick check-in though. So player promises. Alan Murphy playing 60% of snaps. He's currently getting 76. Cool. Jose Kaplan, 40%. He's getting 46. Cool. Stone Nelson win at least 8 games. We are on track to do so. Booster objectives. Convert a minimum of 40% on third down. Currently, we're at 46. Good. Sack a QB 27 times. Yeah, we're only at 9. Like, we really need to get the sack numbers up. Gold donor. Beat Tennessee. Obviously, we haven't played them yet. And then we need one more conference win for the final gold. Will it come now? Arkansas, they're 2-4. Oh, good God. I just saw the Auburn score. They lose to Wisconsin close, get destroyed by Auburn, lose to South Carolina, beat North Carolina. I'm not too afraid. Yeah, their offense isn't great. Defense is decent against the run and the pass. Yeah, this should be a game we win. We're favored by 1.5 points on the road. Arkansas has 9 recruits visiting today. Fair enough. We beat Arkansas in one of the first games I ever played as Vandy head coach, 16-10. Let's rock. I think in this game, I need to see our offense do well. Our offense struggled against South Carolina, struggled against Bama. I want to see points on the board. Rain, no wind. Rain, rain, go away. There we go. Cameron Hughes with the sack. Arkansas punts. All right, let's rock. 18-yard completion to Gavin Butler. Very nice. Incomplete. And Blaine Larson misses the 45-yard field goal. That is his first miss of the season. All right. Gonna run it on 3rd and 2. Good. Run it again, and Rudolph is blown up. We punt. Engage 8. It worked. Thank you, Hayden Wood. Punt again. I should have ran it there on 3rd and 3. That's a bad call by me. Oh, they burn us. They burned us again. There we go. Jose Kaplan tackle for loss. Okay, let's settle. Let's take a moment and just stare at the log screen for a second. Oh, God, what a depressing game this has been so far. All right, we're going to run the ball. We're going to do a designed QB run. We're going to run it again. God bless. We punt. And they have pretty good field position, but we stop them. Very nice. Man. Yeah, now they have great field position. Probably a mistake to blitz there, but what can you do? All right, Arkansas has the lead. Our offense is doing nothing today. Third and 3, I'm chucking it deep. All right, well, play action works. I'm going to flip on up tempo. There we go. We got the conversion. Ruffin went backwards. That sucked. There we go. Randy Orr gets me all the way to the 4. Come on. And Stephen Rudolph, touchdown out of the backfield. Tie ball game. And Wyatt Shepard forces and recovers the fumble. That'll do. Let's go up tempo. See if we can't get in the end zone. Man, come on, guys. I'm going to burn a timeout and do a QB sneak. Oh, we don't get it. Terrible. I'm not doing cover 4 quarters. There we go. Aiden Carrera with the pick. Returns it to the 22-yard line. Let's go. There we go. Roy Cobb gets me to the 5. I'm down to 1 timeout, so I'm afraid to run it. If there was a time, it would be this play. We don't get it. 14 seconds left. I'm calling a play. Incomplete. All right. We're up 10-7 at half. We do get the ball. We need to get in the end zone, man. Christian is sacked. Incomplete. We punt. Christian is 15 of 28 right now. Not looking good. All right, Arkansas punts. I think our offense is doing bad. Theirs is doing worse. Roy Cobb gets me the conversion. Thank you, sir. There we go. Now we're moving. Back to back to back. Good plays. All right, the sweep is dead. I can't call it anymore. It's simply not working. Curl flats to the 4. Harmon runs it in. We're up by 10. Defense gets another stop. I called the sweep when I said I wouldn't. It's fine. There we go. We convert on the dive. Christian is sacked. Sacked again. Come on, guys. Let's get a little aggressive here. They ran it to the outside and got the conversion. The Rats, but they punt all the same. Man. Oi! And they returned the punt 60 yards for the touchdown. Okay. Suddenly, the game has been blown wide open. We convert on 2nd and 7. That's big. Let's run it. Yeah, we convert on 3rd and 3. That's big because now they got to burn timeouts. I'm going to go for it. 4th and 1. There we go. Rough in. You beautiful man. All right, we win 17-14. I wanted to see our offense do well, and boy, did they not. Credit to our defense. They only allowed 7 points scored on them. Christian, I don't know. I really don't know. Because 31 out of 48 is 64%, which I can live with. But man, we only got 1 sack the whole game. We just have such a trouble getting into the end zone. It really is crazy. But hey, a win is a win. We're 5-2. I think the simple reasoning might be, and this is what I've suspected for a long time, the air raid just isn't great in this game. Oh, did Uriel Ward commit? Yes, he did. Good man. All right. Let's get him off the list. Wow. Minnesota didn't have a great visit, but now they're 400 and something ahead on him. Good for them, whatever. We're catching up on Chu now, which is good. Do I really care about getting Case? I mean, I think he can be really good, but the problem is he wants to be a star and he has F potential. That's not really going to move the needle in the way I want it to. All right, we pulled it back ahead on Williamson. Liberty had their visit with Short. It went well. They beat Kennesaw State, got 525 points. Good for them. All right. What am I behind? 1,700. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting Lester. Do. I don't know why Dominic Boswell hasn't committed. I'm 3,000 points ahead for crying out loud. All right. So, I think I'm going to stick with Christian, but Christian's going to graduate after this year. Alejandro Finney is going to threaten to transfer. So, at a certain point, I need to see what Finney can do in terms of games. Like we have Tulane, Auburn, LSU, number 6 Georgia, and Tennessee. Not a lot of opportunities in there. All right, Tulane, they're 5-3. They lost to Coastal Carolina, SMU, and Rice. Their defense doesn't look great. They've yet to play a ranked team. Goodness gracious. All right, we're 6.5-point favorites on the road. They have many a recruit visiting. Then we beat Tulane last year 15-6 in a game our offense struggled. So here we go. Tulane defers. That's a little annoying. 21-mile-an-hour wind. Good God. Is this game being played on the ocean? To be fair, in Louisiana. Oh, boy. 4th and 1. We're going for it. QB sneak. Send it. We don't get it. Oh, brother. 3rd and 9. I'm going to blitz. Oh, they converted. They get the touchdown. All right, we're down early, 7-0. I think the blitz there on 3rd down is maybe a bit silly. But alternatively, I have a good enough front 7. Sack and incomplete. There we go. Jose Kaplan with the safety, 2 points and the ball. Thank you very much. Wide receiver quick. It actually worked. And Randy Orr, touchdown on the 4 verts. I'll take the extra point. There we go. Hayden Wood with the sack. And Felipe Clark with the sack. They punt, and we have beautiful field position. And we completely squander it, and they return a punt for a touchdown. We have never had a punt return for a touchdown against us my entire career, and we're in 2034. 2 has happened today. Wow. There we go. Cobb gets me the conversion. I was about to say some words Aaron Christian's way. 3rd and 2. I'm going to run it. And if we don't get it, I'm going for it. We got it. Thank you, Ruffin. Christian is sacked. Gates gets me to 3rd and 3. We convert. Thank you, Harmon. I'm going to pass it once and run it 3 times. There we go. Touchdown for Butler. We're going for 2. Slants. We get it. All right, 17-14. So far, my defense probably wants to strangle me. But, we're having a good time here. We convert on 3rd and 7. That's nice. Deep attack. Send it. Christian is sacked. Oh, my God. We'll punt. Wow. I clicked the wrong button. How serendipitous. All right, we're at the 8. Let me switch to normal. At the 1, let's switch to clock. Rudolph runs it in for the touchdown. Extra point is good. We're up by 10. All right, here we go. When we blitz, either we get a sack or they get like 10 yards. There we go. Campaign with the sack. And they miss the field goal. All right. Let's see if we can run the ball a bit, burn a lot of clock. There we go. Rudolph gets me a first down. Designed QB run. Did not work. We convert the 3rd and 4. Very good. Ruffin gets me into the red zone. Krishna sacked again. That's 5 now, guys. Incomplete. All right. Field goal for us. Wow. Back-to-back engage 8s did not work at all. But they punt all the same, so it's fine. There we go. Thank you, Cobb. All right. Even though we're not up by the threshold, I'm going to put Alejandro Finney in for the 4th quarter. And he's immediately sacked. What a time. There we go. We get the conversion. Let's go. Let's party. Pass got blown up, but then Suero is there. Good man. And Ruffin runs it in for the touchdown. And they miss another field goal. That's rough. Never good when you're missing those. All right, past the 5-minute mark. So backups are now in. And we punt. And a strip sack recovered by Felipe Clark, taken to the house for the touchdown. Very good. We beat Tulane 41-14. That'll do nicely. We got 6 sacks also. Well done for the defense. Christian did really well. 24-33, 228 yards, 2 touchdowns. We like that a lot. Very good. 6 sacks. Good job, fellas. That is, however, the second game that they've scored punt return touchdown against me. But all right, we beat Tulane. We advanced to 6-2, which means with one more win this season, be the highest win total we've ever had at Vandy. Awesome. No commits. Wow, Sean Wesley was targeted 20 times. Pardon? They threw it 44 times. Wesley was targeted 20 of them. Good for you, Sean Wesley. That's craziness. All right, no one committed. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to get Lemon. Which sucks. But it is what it is. Who has the visit with Finley first? I do. Week 10. Noted. Toledo did not, in fact, snipe me for Simon Queen. They lost Air Force. We're okay. I was a little worried there for a second. I was like, I'm on now. For the heck of it, you can get a good pitch, buddy. No, I'm 17 points fine. I don't know why he's still on my list. It's really to see just how many points I can get from if we beat Auburn. Okay. Good news, Auburn is ranked again. So that'll help for the recruits. That's huge, actually. Here we go. Everyone, it's time. Let's lock in. Auburn, Ranked 24 in the country, 5-3. They've lost to LSU by 4, got destroyed by Georgia, lost to Tennessee. They just beat Mississippi State and UTSA. Mississippi State, I can't make heads or tails for them. We clobber them. They beat one of the best teams in the country, blow up Virginia Tech, and then lose to LSU, lose to Mizzou, lose to Auburn. They beat SMU. What an odd team. Okay. Let's look at Auburn really quick. Oh, well, they've only allowed 3 sacks all season. That's pretty good. They don't force a lot of turnovers. They don't turn the ball over. Pretty good passing game. Pretty good run game. Let's party. It's a pick'em game. We're at home, so in other words, Auburn would be favored on a neutral. I have 10 recruits visiting. This is, without question, the most important game in terms of recruiting. If we win this game, it's going to be a fun time. Auburn has beat us the last 2 times we played. Here we go. This is the biggest game of the season up until this point. Everyone, focus in. Get yourself a snack. We're going slow. We're blitzing on the first play. There we go. Stone Nelson tackle for a loss. Come on. They convert 3rd and 6. Not great. The blitz works. And they punt. Huge. Chew clock from the jump. -1 yard pass to Harmon. Fair. There we go. Orr gets me 18. Harmon gets me 14. 3rd and 4. I am going to pass. Incomplete. Oh, Eaton dropped it. I'm going to go for it. And we get it. Randy Orr, 5-yard completion. Okay. Everybody settle. Calm, calm. There we go. Rudolph gets me 9. And he gets me 5. All right, we're moving. We're shaking. 3rd and 6, play action. It works. Butler gets me to the 5. Rudolph gets me to the 2. Harmon goes backwards. Incomplete. Do I go for it here or do I take the points? I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the 3. That might come back to bite me. We'll see. DB blitz. Oh, they did slants when I did DB blitz. All right. They missed the extra point, though. That's huge. Good plays from Harmon there. 3rd and 4, I'm going to run it. We get the conversion. Very good. Man, that was such a terrible time to do DB blitz. Right when they do middle slants. True freshman Eduardo Gates getting me the 1st down. And play action. Touchdown pass to Peyton Porter over the middle. Extra point is good. We're up by 4. There we go. Cameron Hughes gets the sack, and Hayden Wood picks off the Auburn QB. Calm, calm, settle, settle. Settle. There we go. We get the conversion. Christian scrambles. 3rd and 2, I'm going to pass. Incomplete. 4th and 2 from the 8. I'm going for it. We're doing hitches. And it works. Randy Orr, 6-yard pickup. Worth the 2. Worth the 1. I'm doing QB sneak. There we go. Christian sneaks it in. Extra point is good. We're up by 11. Engage 8. Send it. And they got 6. They converted 3rd down there. I should have blitzed. They punt. Folks, we're going up tempo. We got 1:50, all 3 timeouts. Let's rock. A turnover here would suck. Good pass to Harmon. Very good, Randy Orr. That was a bad run. There we go. We get to the 3rd and 1. I'm going to run it once. We get it. We still have 2 timeouts. First and 10 at the 13. I'm going to run it once. Second and 3 at the 8. We're now out at second 3 at the 6. I should say we're out of timeouts. Slants. Oh, first and goal at the 2. We're so low on time. Second and goal at the 2. Third and goal at the 2. I'm going to get one last play in, and it has to be a pass. Hitches. Incomplete. Oh, that was rough. That was rough. I mean, we get points, so we're up by 14, but man, we had them there. First and goal at the 2. Hartman, 0-yard run. Christian, 0-yard scramble. Incomplete to Gates. Man. It was such a good drive to get to that point, too, and we just couldn't get there. All right. Well, 14-point lead. We do start with the ball. Horrendous kickoff return. We're at our own 15. Like we're going to go a little bit run heavy here. Third and 3. Let's pass. Good. Thank you, Peyton Porter. Play action. It worked. Kelvin Eaton. I should have ran Gamecock post against South Carolina. Incomplete. We punt. Is that our first punt of the day? It is indeed. All right. I mean, they're at their own 5. I'm going to blitz. Oh, and they did tight end attack deep and got all the way to the 15. Our defense has done so well. It's just they burn our blitz. They burned our blitz a couple times, and that's that, and they run it in for a touchdown. Oh, that's so frustrating. That's so I should have dropped into coverage there instead of blitzing a third time. Oh, that's so annoying. It's like we struggle so hard to get yards to get in the end zone, and Auburn just gets the biggest plays. Third and 2, we're going to run it. Good, we convert. My inside zone, oh no. Halfback draw. I mean, listen, I'm just going to run it and run it and run it and run it and run it some more. Because they clearly cannot stop it. Third and 5. Hitches. Incomplete. We have to settle for another field goal. I don't like it, folks. They convert to third and 8. That's really bad. They convert third and 3. You want to go 5 wide? Man up 2 deep. And they beat us. Man. All right, they have to settle for a field goal. Big 11-yard reception there. How long did that previous drive of mine take? 7:41? I mean, hey, a similar drive here, we win the game. My goal is that Auburn does not touch the football. And they're going to. Incompletions. All right, here we go. Blitz. Good call. Incomplete. I'm blitzing again. Third and 17. Incomplete. They punt. That's huge. That's huge. I don't know why I passed it there. That was a mistake. Why did I pass it on first down? Whatever. Ooh, we got him at the 3. I'm blitzing once. I lied. I'm blitzing again. Fourth and 4. I bet they pass it. They do, and they got the conversion. Good news is, though, they're all out of timeouts. Fourth and 10. They convert. They convert again. They're just dicing us here. Blitz. Oh, they got the touchdown. Unbelievable. We're going to overtime. Man, we had them dead to rights. Fourth and 4 at their own 9. Fourth and 10 at their own 32. Then they just bang down the field. Man. All right. Auburn calls tails. They just had so many big plays. And it's insane. 44-yard pass. Then they had an 80-yard pass. Like, we should have won this game with ease. They start on defense, we start on offense. That's fine. Play action gets me to the 13. Thank you. Run it once. Epic fail. 3rd and 3. We're going to run it. 4th and 4. QB sneak. And we don't get it. We had that, man. We had that game. They just had so many big plays. We had that. That's so. I don't even want to look at the box score. I don't care. We had that game. We had that game, and we blew it. And now the recruiting visit's going to be terrible. Unbelievable. Yep. 325, 425. Terrible. That could have been so much more. We should have. That's so frustrating. I'm dropping Rudolph. Ruffin's our backup running back now. Yeah. That's so annoying. I mean, that is a game we should have won. They just had so many big plays. Then they got it. And that's that. We failed to do the QB sneak. They got a touchdown really easily. Man. I mean, those are the games we need to win. I get these recruits. Who cares? I mean, I care. They're good. They're good recruits. Yeah, we're officially out on Brody Lemon. Even if we were to do our best pitch and offer him, let's say 1.4 million, that still only gets us 300 ahead, and they have a 3rd visit against Florida. Yeah, I don't think we're getting Lemon. So we are not getting either of the 5 stars that we're going for, which sucks, but here we are. Yeah, and I can take Lester off the list. Who cares? Clemson. They beat Duke. They got 1,000 points on the visit for Benjamin Gist. So they are temporarily ahead. Man. I'm so upset about that loss because we should have won. Like, we had so many opportunities to win that game, put it away. And they just kept getting big play after big play, and they win in overtime. Terrible. All right. Well, yeah. Like, the other thing about this is we have no ranked wins. Like, Mississippi State, they're a good team. They're going to get a bowl game, no questions asked. Pitt, they're 3-6, and maybe they get a bowl. But Texas sucks, Memphis sucks, Arkansas sucks. Tulane, I mean, they're one of the best teams in the American, but there is a gap there. So, I mean, there's a world where we beat LSU and we lose to Georgia, lose to Tennessee, and finish 7-5. So I think I don't think Christian's the problem. I'm gonna give Christian the LSU game. Depending on what happens, I might put Finney in the rest of the way. LSU has 6 recruits visiting. In year 1, we beat LSU by 1 single point. Here we go. In Death Valley. Tails wins. We defer. All right, defense forces a 3-and-out. Well done. The jet sweep worked. We're winning the game. We punt. There we go. Felipe Clark gets the sack. We have lovely field position. And Christian is sacked. I'm just going to punt. Yeah, we got him at the 11, but wow. Ooh, they're going for it on 4th and 1. Respect. They do not get it. Turnover on downs. That run got us nowhere. And they punt. We punt. They punt. We punt. It's a dance, I tell you. Christian is sacked again. Engage 8 there was ambitious, but it worked. Never question the method. Probably should. I think also we blitzed too much, thinking that Auburn game, but here we are. Roy Cobb fumbles. The drive had promise, Roy. And now Yater fumbles. No one wants to score. Campaign forces Stone Nelson recovers. No one wants to score. The final score of this game will be 3-0. And now Ruffin fumbles. Goodness gracious. And now we get an interception. Folks, this is the ugliest game ever seen in the history of Death Valley. And Christian fumbles. Get him out. I'm done. Finney's playing. Get him out. Just get him out. LSU missed the field goal. Guys, look at this. Punt, 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 turnover on downs, punt, 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 fumble, 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 interception, fumble, field goal. We fumbled 3 times in that one half. Christian, Ruffin, Cobb all fumbled. All right, Finney is in for the whole second half. This is his tryout, essentially. And Kelvin Eden fumbled. Guys, that's 4 fumbles now today. Everyone relax. Everyone chill. We punt. Engage 8, send it. Well, it worked. Man, everybody's fumbling today. I'm afraid to run the ball now. Finney is sacked. That was a bad decision to do. 4 verts there. Remember earlier when I said the final score would be 3-0? Gestures at screen. We punt again. All right. We have the ball at LSU's 45. Come on, guys. Don't do this to me. I'm going for it on 4th and 6. I don't care. We don't get it. They punt. I'm going up tempo against LSU. That's just where we're at. 29-yard pass to Gavin Butler. Thank you. Thank you. 3rd and 3, I'm going to run it. 4th and 1, QB sneak. We get it. Larson makes the kick. And LSU punts. Okay, we have a chance to win the game. I'm keeping up tempo on. Like, these guys do not deserve that. Actually, no. I'll do chew clock on now because we're in field goal range. All right. Here we go. Oh, they burned us on the RPO. Not good. They convert on 3rd and 4, and they get in the end zone. Unbelievable. Turnover on downs, we lose. Wow. I mean, we fumbled 4 times. And our defense still held them to only 10 points, 7 of which they scored at the very end of the game. Yep, they did a 46-yard pass. Then that was that. Wow. Anybody else need a drink? Stiff drink. Well, I think, yeah, no. I'm anticipating to see like multiple injuries when this summary page pops up. Yep. Randy or Jefferson Austin both out for the final 2 games of the season. Though, or actually is fine. I'll drop him down to like 3 or 4. Who's the other one? Alston. Um, I mean, his strength has just died. Can't really tackle anymore. I'll just make him inactive until a bowl game. What a like this just annoys me so much. We should have beat South Carolina. We definitely should have beat Auburn. We turned the ball over 4 times against LSU, and they only scored 10 points and they beat us. And now we have to face number 4 Georgia. Like, good God. What a sad state of affairs. Oi, and A&M. They beat Tennessee. They get 1,200 points. They're now 326 ahead on Hester, which means I need to give more money. $1 million to Hester. Okay, maybe less than 1 million. I'll do 800,000 and we'll see what A&M does. Page, Kentucky had a great visit, 480. Not good. Looks like, uh-oh. Louisville might snipe us. Tulane didn't have a great visit. Man. What a, like, this season really had the chance to be something special. And we've just completely blown it offensively. All right, now we face Georgia. I don't need to look at what Georgia's done well. They're probably one of the best teams in the country. Let me just confirm that suspicion. Yep. Their only loss was to Mississippi State. Everyone else they beat. They needed 3 overtimes to beat LSU. Maybe LSU is just cracked. All right. I have no one visiting this game because why would I? We're just going to go into it. We'll defer. You may gladly start. There we go. Cameron Hughes gets a sack. And they convert on 3rd and 13 because, of course, they did. They convert on 3rd and 7. And they convert on 3rd and 5. And they're in the end zone. So that went about how well as I expected. I'm letting Aaron Christian take this game because I don't want Finney to start against Georgia. So Christian will get this game. We'll see how he does. And then Larson missed his 2nd kick of the year. That tracks. We'll see how he does. And then Finney, though, is going to get the Tennessee game. We punt. But yeah, this game, isn't going to be close. Cameron Hughes strip sack, Camden Payne recovers, and we punt anyway. Oh boy. I'm just going to do a criminal amount of zone today because I don't think our guys can keep up. That said, we're already down 14 nothing. It's not looking good. Wrong button. Oh, I didn't even notice the time. Bam. We gotta go drive there. That's my bad. I didn't notice the time. And on that sad note, yeah, I mean this was again a season of promise that just completely squandered at the end. Like South Carolina, we should have beaten. Auburn, we should have beaten. LSU, we played the worst game of the season, and still our defense only held them to 10 points. So I think that's really disappointing. But we're gonna make a bowl game no matter what. I would just really like to get an extra win down the stretch for pride, but does not look like that's happening as Georgia is currently pitching a shutout against us. Our defense isn't doing bad. This is also going to be the quickest sim ever because I'm just, chew clock, running it like crazy. Christian is strip sacked. That tracks. 28 nothing. This is also why I didn't schedule any recruiting visits for this game because I knew what would happen. Hey, Stone Nelson forces the fumble. Felipe Clark takes it to the house, and they return the kickoff for a touchdown. Just when things were looking maybe a bit okay, like we were going to make the game look kind of close for Pride. All right, 3rd and 3 levels. First and goal at the 6. 3rd and goal at the 1. Harmon runs it in for a touchdown. Yeah. 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 Harmon did well. No one else really on offense, so that is what it is. I feel like I need to change the title of this episode from "Can we sign 5-star recruits?" Can we do anything well? All right, Nathan Huffman is shut down, which is rough. Both him and Alston. I think in that case, I'll have Alston come back and just be our 5th linebacker. Visit results. I didn't schedule anyone. Oh, Aaron Hester. 36 points. This just sucks. No part of this is good. We offer him $300,000 and the best pitch we can, and he goes to A&M. If we beat Auburn, man. If we beat Auburn. All right. We don't get Hester. So McIntosh, right now, we're 700 points ahead. We're doing a 430-point pitch. The odds that Minnesota beats that are slim. But I'll offer him, let's say, well, it's not going to. I'll think. Let me offer Page a little bit of money. I'll offer him 250,000 because that'll give me 530-point pitch. I think Louisville is about to snipe me for Turner because he didn't commit. All right, so right now I'm 500 points ahead. If I were to increase my NIL, that gets me there. That leaves me 7.85 for transfers. I think that's okay. Yeah, it looks like everyone else we should get. So the big questions are McIntosh, Turner, Case, Page. Everyone else locked in. Okay. First things first, Alejandro Finney is getting the start. I think let's get the obvious thing out of the way. I think how I view this season is going to be dependent on this game. Because, Bama beat us bad. Georgia beat us bad. South Carolina, LSU, and Auburn, those are all games we should have won. And we could have legitimately been in playoff contention right now. I doubt we'd have gotten in, but we could have been. But now we've won 6 games, and the only way we get Stone Nelson's player promise is if we beat Tennessee, then win our bowl game. In terms of donor goals, looks like we're going to get the downs. We need 4 sacks in 2 games to get it. Beat Tennessee. We've already secured the last gold. So here we go. We're favored by 4 at home. I have 4 recruits visiting. I think we'll get all of them either way. Tennessee has beaten me 2 times to nothing. Here we go. Finney is in at QB. We will defer. All right, they go 3 now. Huge. All right, this is a tryout for Finney because last year he struggled against the SEC teams and he did well in the bowl game against Western Kentucky. We want to see how well he does here against Tennessee. We punt. There we go. Cameron Hughes with a sack. That's 1. Very good. Play action wheel. It worked. 3rd and 7, huh? Incomplete. We punt again. There we go. Sack number 2. Campaign. 30-yard pass to true freshman Eduardo Gates. Thank you, sir. And Finney is sacked. That's a drive killer. He's sacked again. Field goal is good. All right, we're on the board, but 2 back-to-back sacks there. Suck. Tennessee is driving. They missed their field goal. That's huge. Quit sacking my QB. At a certain point, it feels personal. I don't think our rival likes us. As they punt again. Oh my God, Finney's been sacked again. There we go. That's a big conversion on 3rd and 5. 2nd and 9. I'm going to run it. 2 yards. All right, Z shallow cross just is not working. I need to rip it from the playbook. They punt. All right, we're going up tempo. Let's go. Let's get something going. So help me God if you don't convert this. Thank you, Nehemiah. All right, 2 minutes. We have all of our timeouts. We're at midfield. Big conversion there on curl flats. Stick play works. Double unders doesn't. We kick another field goal. Oh, that was a bad call. I will call a timeout here just so they have to go there going for it. Okay. Cool. Okay. We start with the ball. We're up by 6. Drive down the field. Let's see what we got. Peyton Porter, 19 yards. Thank you, sir. Harmon goes backwards. That's painful. That's huge. Randy Orr, 12-yard conversion on 3rd and 11. That's massive. We convert 3rd and 6 to Roy Cobb. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. 3rd and goal to 2. Sneak. Goes backwards. That's what I get for doing sneak at the 2. I never do. All right, field goal again. This is playing out just like the South Carolina game. where we can't get in that end zone. All right, Tennessee punts. That's big. 3rd and 1. I'm going to run it. Rudolph gets the conversion. Okay. We're going to keep running it. I'm going to take it slow. We convert to 3rd and 2. Thank you, Nehemiah. There we go. Gavin Butler, 21 yards into Tennessee's red zone. Let's go. We're going to keep running the ball. Yeah, we're going to go for it on 4th and 2. We get it. Clayton Harmon gets us the conversion. I'm going to pass it on 3rd and 3. Oh, Finney is sacked. Come on, guys. Another field goal, 12-0. Oh, they've gotten to our defense. And they get a touchdown. 5-point game. Unbelievable. Okay, here we go. Big conversion there on 2nd and 6. We're just going to run. We're going to run the ball. We're going to make them beat our run game. Rudolph gets me the conversion. We're looking good. There we go. 1st and 10 at the 24. Inside handoffs are nerfed. That's a problem. Outside zone. You're about to become my best friend in the whole world. There we go. Field goal. Okay, 8-point game. Tennessee has 21 seconds, no timeouts. Incomplete. We beat our rivals for the first time in 3 years. Let's go. We got the win 15-7. We were 8 of 18 on 3rd down. They were 2 of 11. Finney didn't really shower himself in glory. 20 of 36. Not great. I think Finney obviously isn't ready now, but the question is, will he be ready next year? I think that's the big ask. Harmon did great. Rudolph had a handful of runs, did pretty good. Whew. Eaton was targeted 8 times, had 4 catches, or was targeted 6 times, had 1. But hey, we got 3 sacks. And Larson, 5 of 5 on field goals. That'll do. Goodness gracious. All right, we finished 7 and 5. Respectable. I mean, last year regular season we finished 5 and 7, so 2 more wins. That'll do. No one. Oh no, players did commit. Turner committed. Oh boy. All right, Randy Orr and Jefferson Alston are healthy again. Very good. Where was I going? Alston. Boink. Yeah, Hoffman can just rest and relax. All right. Cobb doesn't want to transfer anymore, which is good. Okay. First, recruiting. All right. Williamson and Almanza, we know we're getting. Did we do enough to stave off Louisville? No. When they got him, it wasn't even close. They got 1,000 for beating Georgia Tech. Wow. Okay. Again, that was in the dang Auburn loss. So we don't get Julian Turner. Just rough, but so be it. Oh my Lord. Wisconsin beat Minnesota. They got 1,100 points because the game atmosphere, I guess, was amazing. Well, hey, McIntosh, you want $1 million? I'm only half joking. I mean, that gives me 931 points. And I think He has A+ potential. He's not bad at anything right now. He's not great at anything, but you know, he red shirts. I think he could become worth $1 million. So that's what we're doing. I've made the executive decision. The call has been made. It is coming from inside the house. All right. Oh, Brody Lemon committed to Georgia. I know everyone's stunned by this. Okay. We need one more dang sack to get that goal. One more sack is all we need. You best believe I'm blitzing. I'm blitzing the heck out of whoever we play in the bowl game. All right. So we finish 7-5. I think if you'd have given me 7-5 coming into the season, I'd take it. I think the South Carolina loss, the Auburn loss suck. The LSU game was just an embarrassment. So we should have done better this season, and the fact that we didn't is really annoying. But that is what it is. All right, let's advance. Just no one committed. So, Jamari Milton goes to Notre Dame. Jamison Lester goes to Kentucky. Okay. Wow. Wisconsin offered even more money. I think I still should be okay just with my best pitch. Unless they offer even more money. There we go. That gets me 555. Yeah, everyone else we should get unless Kentucky offers more money for Page. Everyone else we should get pretty easily, I think. All right, let us advance past conference championship week. We did not finish ranked. Not that we would, but we faced Temple in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis. Well, okay. Oh boy, McIntosh and Doherty signed. Here we go. Oh yeah, Doherty I'm no longer looking at. What am I saying? Yeah, he goes to Mississippi State. All right, here we go. We missed out on both running backs by a combined 70 points. Unbelievable. We missed out on them both. That's terrible. I should have offered more money. I mean, I did 1.25 million. Like, what do you want from me? Okay. Well, suddenly we're not bringing in any more running backs this year. Wow, this recruiting class has suddenly turned very terrible. Like, holy moly. To be clear, we have no chance of getting any 3 stars, right? No. Wow. I mean, he has A- potential, but he's non athletic. And he wants to be a star. I'm good. Well, that that sucks. That's terrible in recruitment. Yeah, we missed out on our 4 biggest targets. We missed out on all of them. And again, we missed out on the running backs by a combined 70 points. Man alive. All right. So we face Temple in the Liberty Bowl, but before that, we have awards. Who? Coach of the Year. We won Coach of the Year, bringing Vandy to 7-5. Look at us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Appreciate all of you. Happy to be here. We did get an All American third team defense, Cameron Hughes. 50 tackles, 15 for loss, 8 sacks, 23 pressures, 2 forced fumbles, 4 pass deflections. Well done, sir. Wow. We got Coach of the Year. Very good. All right. Did Eduardo Gates make an all freshman team? Nope. Ain't that depressing? All right, SEC. We got Coach of the Year, obviously. No one on first team. Cameron Hughes on second team. That is it. Our kicker does not make it. 24 of 30. How many field goals did our guy take? I missed the button twice. 29 of 31. Come on. What are we doing? Oh, he doesn't have the extra points that Georgia has. I'm sorry. I'm actually a little annoyed. No one committed? Oh, brother. I can't do this. If y'all ain't gonna commit, we're having words. We're having words. All right. I am gonna finish off today's episode with the Temple game. So we are gonna play it and then just sim through the rest of the postseason. Go from there. All right. So 9-3 Temple in the American. They have losses to ranked Clemson, USF, and Kentucky. They beat everyone else. They did not make the American Championship game. Okay. I do really want to, I do quickly before I forget, how did Guillermo Small do at Memphis this year? Not good. 54% completion, 2,300 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 picks. Looks like he had a little bit of running in him, but yeah, he didn't do great. All right. All right. So what's on the line? If we win, we satisfy Stone Nelson's player promise. If we get a sack, we get the Go Donor goal. Finney is going to start. And I am going to flip Ruffin and Rudolph back. All right, here we go. Temple's favored by 4 points. Temple played Vandy, it looks like, the year before I got there, and they won. Here we go. This is my second bowl game ever as head coach at Vandy. We are 1-0. Let's see how we do against Temple. First things first, send the house. Second thing second, send the house again. There we go. Cameron Hughes gets the sack. Donor goal done. And they convert on third down. Of course they do. And they did 4 verts on 3rd and 10 when I did an all-out blitz. Okay. I think that's my lesson to blitz less. Oh, boy. All right. Well, we're behind the 8 ball. Let's rock. 4 verts. 5 yards. And Finney is sacked. Not great. 3rd and 6. I learned my lesson. You know what? Maybe I should have blitzed. There we go. Suero returns the punt 33 yards. We're at the 9. And Kelvin Eaton with the touchdown off the slant. Tie ball game. All right. Temple punts. Guys, can we not? We punt and they have very good field position now. They convert the 3rd and 6. All right, Temple settles for a field goal, 3-point game. Incomplete on 3rd and 5. I'll punt because the field position wouldn't be great. There we go. Okay, everyone settle, calm. So far, Finney is 6 of 11. It's fine. Let's have this be a good drive. We're going to run the ball a bit. Going to take our time. 13-yard pass to Kelvin Eaton definitely helps on the slot outs. I'm going to run it on 3rd and 3, and if we don't get it, I go for it. We got it. Thank you, Rudolph. Back-to-back incompletions and a sack. We missed the field goal. Temple punts. What was a promising drive ended in disaster. All right, fine. Shoe clock. Well, that sucked. In terms of a first half, we finally had a good drive, and it just went up in smoke. Wow. They didn't engage I did a draw. That's hilarious. Oh, Finney is sacked. Larson makes the kick. Okay, tie ball game. And they do slants when I did a blitz. There goes that. Temple, another field goal for them. Suero, 23 yards. Okay. Calm. Stephen Rudolph, negative 2-yard run. But Gavin Butler, 10-yard completion. It all balances out. There we go. 1st and 10 at the 3. 2nd and goal at the 1. Nehemiah Ruffin runs it in. We're up by 4. 4th quarter has begun. Temple punts. We are at our own 4. I would like to get out of the shadow of my end zone, please. And Finney is sacked for a safety. And then they get a 51-yard run. And then they get a touchdown. Wow. We went from being up by 4 to down by 5 like that. Safety, and allowed a touchdown. There we go. Nehemiah Ruffin, 11-yard rush. Let's go. We're moving. We're in the red zone. Field goal doesn't really do us any good. That sack sucks. I mean, I have to go for that. 4th and 12 is too long. Oh, we needed that stop, guys. Yeah, now they can just run out the clock and win. Hey, we lost. Unbelievable. I mean, we just gave up too many big plays. We gave up too many big plays, and we went 2 of 10 on 3rd down. Like, we were up 13-7. They had just punted. We had all the momentum in the world, and then Finney takes a sack in the end zone, somehow lost 8 yards. They get a touchdown in 2 plays. We have to settle for a field goal because Finney gets sacked, back-to-back incompletions. And then they just had to run the clock out. I don't know about Finney. I think if you would tell me that after a next offseason gain, Finney has like a 79 overall and is much better, I'd believe you. But I don't know if he's the guy for us going forward. And I mean, hey, good thing we got our sack early because it's the only one we had. Larson missed a kick, and that's that. We lose the Temple. I think that's the 2nd time in 3 years that we had a season of such promise, and it just completely fell apart. Like we went 7-6. Like we started 4-0, and we won 3 of our next 9 games. That's so disappointing. We get both Gist and Chew. Man. And honestly, losing out on all the recruits that we did hurts almost even more. Man alive. Yeah, we don't get Stone Nelson's goal. We didn't win 8 games. But we did get every donor goal, which is awesome because that's going to be what? 9 million, 10 and a bit of change. Yeah, just under 13 million. So that helps. And the points we lose for Stone Nelson's promise we'll get back from Murphy and Kaplan. So that's not the end of the world, I suppose, but still. All right. We're just going to advance through the rest of the postseason. Hopefully, all of our recruits commit. Only one. Not looking like they will, folks. I need 5. Yeah, I mean, Mitchell is still establishing favorites. You visited my campus, bro. Insane. Insane. About to reinstate Hoffman. Whoops. It's fine. All right. If they don't commit this week, then they're committing on signing day. 2. Unbelievable. All right. We get Powers. We get Jesus 1. So that means Page, Mitchell, and Finley are not going to commit until signing day, which actually sucks. Okay. All right. So here's how the postseason went. If anyone's curious, A&M beat Georgia in the SEC championship game. Looks like Georgia State made the playoff. Come on. They got destroyed by Wisconsin, but who cares? Washington upset A&M. Notre Dame beat Georgia. Wow, the SEC had a terrible playoff. Notre Dame beats OSU in a classic. Wisconsin barely beats Washington, and it is Notre Dame and Wisconsin is your natty. Let us advance. All right, year summary. Well, we won Coach of the Year in a season that feels like a disappointment. So I don't really know how to feel about that, but we exceeded the AD's expectation. Fan base passion is still at a D. And yeah, we got 2 points plus 3. So we got 1 integrity to bring us to 100, which is kind of funny. Sorry, Stone. We tried, buddy. We really did. But alas. Yeah, I mean, really, it's a disappointing season. Like, we were 4-0, had a chance to beat South Carolina, blew it. Bama killed us. We get 2 good wins. We lose to Auburn in OT when we should have put that game away in the 3rd quarter. We have our offense has the worst game they've ever had against LSU. We lose it. Georgia blows us out. We beat Tennessee, and then just couldn't beat Temple. They just had a lot of big plays. I mean, they're running back at 188 yards rushing, to be clear. So there's only so much my offense could do, but yeah, that's rough. And look, we have a huge question next season for what we're going to do at QB because Aaron Christian's going to graduate. Marcelo Ray isn't really a viable option. And so are we going to go with Alejandro Finney or are we going to go shopping in the transfer portal? I can't see how much money we have left, but I think we have 875,000, I believe. Maybe a touch less. That is enough money to get a transfer QB, but Do we instead go with Finney and see what he can do? I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, this season just feels weird. I mean, on one hand, we had the worst offensive line in football. We allowed 47 sacks. And I think our running game was better than it was in years previous, but that's not saying much. And I think, again, our defense was great, but our offense just couldn't quite get us there. And that really is the crux of the issue. So, all right, I will do the end of season recap next time. For now, I'll go through coaching stuff. I assume I'll get off for day. Ooh, +3. Let's go. So I think 2 to recruiting, 1 to training. I get new skill badge. Um, Offense gaining +1 to all attributes in fourth quarter wouldn't be bad. I don't care about tight end stuff. I don't really care about an extra training in preseason. I think cerebral skill players giving everyone ball care, vision, and IQ is the pick there as we explode. Coach of the year got us 5,000 XP. OC Dennis Potter did not improve. Defensive coordinator Brady Lomax lost XP, which is annoying. All right, now we have the coaching carousel. Let's take a moment. Renegotiate contracts. So we're offered extensions if we want. I think I do, but I think 4 years insured contract is what I want. I think I'll sign it. We'll put pen to paper on the extension. Thank you. So obviously we're staying with Vandy. Duh. Dennis Potter is staying on as OC, and Brady Lomax is staying on as defensive coordinator. So the staff is staying the same. Keeping our OC, keeping our DC. I'm obviously staying. SEC changes. Just a lot of the top coordinators leaving for other schools. Any retirees in the SEC? Nope. Did I work with you, Efren Garcia? Was I at Louisiana Tech in 2020? No, I just left. Okay. All right. So I am going to advance to players leaving, and this is where I will end. I wanted to make up for the. Oh, no, Clayton. Well, easiest decision of my life. Even if we don't win 11 games, who cares? It's 6 integrity. Okay. But that is it for me, everyone. I did not expect to see Clayton Harmon's name on that there list, so glad to get that taken care of. Um, Thank you all for watching. I know the season didn't quite go the way we wanted after that 3-0 start, but it is what it is. I think we're going to have a pretty interesting transfer portal because we're going to have a lot of money compared to how much we usually have. I think we didn't get a lot of the recruits we wanted. The fact that I lost both top running backs by 70 points is the most annoying thing in the world. So be it. And so we will be back either later this week or early next week, continuing on in the off season. It'll probably be an off season only episode. We'll get through our players leaving, transferring, transfer portal, preseason, all that jazz. But I'm excited for next season. think we're losing a lot of top seniors, so that'll be hard to replace them. But for now, I will see you all next time.